Peace, welcome back to Space Beyond Infinity, where there are no limitations. I'm the Spirit God in this room, Mystic, and I'm back with another vlog. How are y'all doing today? I made some dressing last night, so I could do like a practice run. I did one practice run on making dressing. Ooh, shit. I don't know when that was, but anyway, it didn't quite turn out exactly what I wanted. It was a little bit more salty. So I just took what was left of that and put it in my freezer. And then yesterday, I ended up like making a new batch and then putting that into the new batch. And I have dressing. And I have more than what I needed, so I just divided it up and made like, you know, a portion last night. And then whatever was left over, I just put in a freezer in 2 separate bags. That way, I can have dressing when I want to have dressing. And that's what they call meal prep. So yeah, warming me up some dressing because I'm hungry. Did that, yeah. I think that I'm gonna go in my living room and sit down on the floor. It was raining, no it's not. Today, I've been really like kind of agitated. Not kind of, a lot. Today I've been kind of angry. I have to say kind of angry. Today I've been kind of angry because I talked to Boomy yesterday and I finally asked him, when do he think he'll be back this way? Or we just need some gravy. Just some gravy. Oh my goodness, yes. I got my dressing ready. So when Thanksgiving comes, I already have dressing ready made. All I gotta do is put it in the oven. That makes me a winner. Anyway, I just want some candy yams. Oh. I had a patience for candy yams. Because essentially you gotta put it in the pan, put it in the oven for an hour. And I don't wanna wait. But the plan is to make a sweet potato pie. And I just feel like if I'm gonna have a sweet potato pie, then I don't need candy yams. Just eat my pie with the rest of my food. Anyway. I finally asked him, like, when do he think he'll be back this way? Because he keeps telling me his plans. And I'm like, okay. One of the plans is to get a car and drive down this way, which I agree with. And I really want that. But I know that him driving here is going to take a week. So automatically a week, right? And I know that he's working on getting a bonus right now. And I know that where he's at, I'm just gonna add that up to another week. Because it's not just one bonus, it's 2 bonuses, and really, I feel like he was letting me know, like, he got 3 bonuses lined up. And from what I could tell, he about got 4 bonuses. And for me, I don't be asking a lot because I don't want to put pressure on him. I don't want him to feel like I'm. Is somebody calling me? What? In a minute. Okay, close the door. So I don't be wanting to ask too much. I don't want him to feel pressured. I don't want him to feel anxious. And also, I don't want to make myself feel pressured or anxious. I don't want to rush nothing. I want to be in the divine timing of everything. I try not to think about too much stuff because at the end of the day, he is making the money that we need to be secure and taken care of when he gets here. I appreciate that. I think this is all I'm really gonna eat today is dressing. I'll probably have another bowl later, but I can't think of like an actual whole meal that I want. I think dressing is it. Like I could use some gravy. I could make some gravy. I don't know if I want to. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna feed my kids. Anywho, I think that's why I was so irritated and triggered the other day. Because I be trying not to think too much about shit. Because I don't want to feel like I'm being neglected. Because at the end of the day, it's not intentional neglection. And other people can feel whatever way they want to feel about it. But that's the truth. And I know that. And I know that I have to sacrifice certain things in order to get what I really want. And what I really want is to go through my postnatal phase with my husband and go through it in a harmonious fashion. And I want us to spend more than just 2 weeks together, or more than just 1 or 2 months together. Like, I want him to be here. I want him to be present. Ultimately, I want him to be here and present full time. And I know that it takes time to build up to that. And we were talking and he was telling me everything and laying everything out to me. And really, like, we're just a couple days away from reaching our goal of what we want. One of our specific goals. We're only a couple days away from one of our specific goals. And as we reach that goal, we should be in alignment with being able to buy a car. Our own car. Because right now, He's driving his uncle's car. He's been driving his uncle's car. His uncle been letting him use this car because his uncle has 2 cars and his uncle doesn't use his car. And so he's been letting him use his car. So he'll be buying us our car that he can bring and drive down here. So we can have a car here. And his mom will still be able to have a car there to drive. So that'll be another one of our goals reached. And then we just got one more goal. And that's just like basically to have as much money as we can so that we're good, you know, because actually it's not one more goal, actually, it's 2 more, because one of them is obviously to have as much money as we can saved up for when he does actually get here. And then the other one, I'm not really gonna detail out, but yeah. So he laying out everything to me, and then I finally asked, like, so when do you think you'll be headed back this way? Or you'll be able to head back this way? And he was like, before Christmas. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Because the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd week of December is before Christmas. It could be any one of those weeks. But I'm going to assume that it's the week before the week of Christmas. And if it's the week before the week of Christmas that you actually arrive here, or is on your way here, or whatever, that's a whole month. That's 4 weeks. Tomorrow I will be 8 months pregnant. By the time we get here, I will be 9 months pregnant. I have literally gone this entire pregnancy without my husband, you know. I mean, he's come back twice during this entire pregnancy. And I'm angry about that. Because that's not what I wanted at all. That's not what I wanted. Never wanted to, and I said this. I would never want to go through another pregnancy alone, and here I am going through another pregnancy alone. I never wanted this. And I know it's not like, and so I don't want to complain because it's not like an intentional, like, I'm just going to get you pregnant and leave you type shit. It's like I already knew that we was not even where I knew that we needed more time to reach our goals before I decided, you know, to bring up to him the idea of another pregnancy. I knew that. It's on me. I knew that. And yet I decided still to bring it up and make it a thing. Once I got pregnant, I knew we still needed time to reach and achieve our goals. And once I got pregnant, I knew that it was going to line up in the timeline of the pregnancy. I just didn't want to make it up in my mind that that meant that he was not gonna fucking be here. But I knew that. I knew it. I told myself that. I guess I wasn't, which I was mentally prepared. And I was fine. That's what I'm saying. I was fine. I was cruising through this until that conversation triggered me. It made me feel like now I have to think about shit that I was not fucking thinking about. And that's why I'll be like, I gotta stay away from people, because I wasn't as in depth of thought about any of this shit. I wasn't worried about when he was coming back. I just knew he was gonna be here when I needed him to be here. And I've been handling everything fine without him. And I didn't have a problem with anything that was happening. And now all of a sudden I'm overthinking shit and I have an issue with what's present. And I done sat here my whole day being angry because it's not something else, when it is indeed what I wanted it to be. I'm complaining. I don't want to complain. I'm not trying to complain about shit. I'm happy to be where I am because I'm exactly where I want to be, on the path in alignment with what I desire, truly what I've been asking for. I am in the middle of receiving it, so there's nothing to complain about. Yet I find myself in a space being irritated and wanting to complain. At the same time, I kind of don't want to blame others for what I'm feeling, but I do. Because I wasn't thinking, like I said, I wasn't thinking about none of that shit. I really wasn't. So, whatever, but like, at the same time, like I said, shit, I finally asked. This is long. I gotta go a whole nother month being pregnant. And you're not being here. I know, no. Cause for real, when he left the last time, I was not expecting him to be gone for 2 months. I wasn't expecting him to be gone for 2 months. I was expecting him to be gone for 3 weeks. And that expectation of 3 weeks turned into 2 months. Right before my very fucking eyes. And that's why I'm mad. Because I've been telling myself 2 or 3 weeks for a month already. 2 more, 3 weeks. 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks. Tops. Even yesterday, I was on maybe 2 more weeks. 2.5. Turned into a whole month before my very fucking eyes. And that's where I'm at. And I'm just trying to trust the man with the motherfucking plan. But you're gonna get here literally 2 to 3 weeks before we have the baby. And that's my fucking issue. A month. It's a month. It'll be a month because my due date is in the middle of January, and he'll be here before Christmas. So it's like another week and a half before December ends, depending on when he comes. It'll be a week and a half to 2 weeks before December is over, and then another 2.5, 3 weeks before my due date. And so you'll be here in the last month of my pregnancy. But that's stupid. So like I'm on both sides of the fucking spectrum. Trying to keep a positive mind frame. But I wanted my partner to be here. I'm not supposed to go through pregnancy without a fucking partner. But see, that's what I'm saying. It's on both sides of the spectrum, because I could say that, but that is my current situation. And I don't believe that I will ever go through anything that I'm not supposed to go through. So it's just fucking stupid. And the sun is in Sagittarius, and the moon just left out of Sagittarius. It's in Capricorn now. And there's a lot of Sagittarius energy, but also there's still hints of Scorpio energy present. And I'm angry today. So, fuck all of this stupid ass shit. I don't even, like, on the one hand, I want to keep with the plan because it's a fucking plan, but on the other hand, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit anymore. Like, I don't give a fuck if we don't, I do. I don't give a fuck if we don't have money, but I do. I do. But we got money. So I don't give a fuck if we have more money than what we do have or not. We got money. Come the fuck home. The rent is about to be due. We got like 3 months of rent to think about. And consider. He's thinking about all the shit that I don't think about. And that's why I gotta be able to let go and just follow his fucking lead. I want to punch him. But I don't. I just want to be held. And I want my tummy to be rubbed. I don't want to get done. I want to get dead. I want to get dead. Shit. But then again, I'm like, I don't know if I want to get dead, because then I'm going to have this baby. Induction. That's what induced my labor last time. I got dead. And the very next day, I went into labor. But I've been like, I want to have as much sex as we can before we had a baby, because after we had a baby, we gotta wait like 3 months before I feel like I'm gonna feel open to being intimate in that way. I know they say 6 weeks, but that's not enough time, ladies. 6 weeks is not enough time. Don't let them fool you. 6 weeks is not enough time. Let that coochie heal. Let your body heal. I know I'm not gonna start feeling like good like that, good enough to get done, till probably 3 months after. That's just a guess. I don't know. I'm not there. I'm fucking tired though. I've been sleepy and I'm just like, I wanna keep stop bothering my door. Just gonna keep getting sleepier. I don't wanna cook for me and cook for them. I know. I said stop. So tell her stop. Simple. Stop blaming her. Oldest brother. I don't want to cook for me and cook for them. And I have to cook separately because I want and need different things than what they want and need. They're picky. They don't want to eat what I eat. I can't just give them a bowl full of dressing and call them a day. They don't like dressing. I can't just eat what they eat all the time because I got dietary restrictions. No, close the door back. Yeah, do that part. Actually close it and then leave it alone. Leave it alone after you close it. And I just want to go to sleep right now. I don't do anything else. But also, I've been take whatever little extra energy I do have and put it into experimenting in my kitchen. So I made a batch of cookies. Watch, one day I'm gonna look back at this video, I'm gonna laugh at myself. Cause I'm being a big brat, a big baby. But shit, at the same time, it's very valid. Everything I feel is very valid. Alright, I'm just gonna wrap this up here. So I can, what's next? There's the Play-Doh, so I need to go upstairs and look at my room and see if I can give them Play-Doh right now or not. And then I'm gonna come back downstairs and I'm gonna eat me some more dressing because I want some more dressing. Let them play with their Play-Doh while I eat my dressing and try to figure out what I'm going to feed them for dinner. I got chips. They can have that as their snack while they waiting for me to get their dinner together. And it is only 1 o'clock maybe. Probably not even 1 o'clock, so I got time. I got time. I can take my time. But yeah, let me go there and see what they're doing. Y'all have a beautiful, wonderful, magical, amazing experience. Peace.